Dr. BMD presents 3 traits of splitting in borderline personality disorder. The world is composed of many shades of gray. When you look at the sky, the color changes gradually from the horizon as you look upward, the blue becoming ever bluer. At sunset and sunrise, both the color hue and the light intensity varies gradually from top to bottom and side to side as the sun goes down and rises again. There is no immediate on and off switch for the sun, and there are very few sharp lines in nature. Everyday life is similar, with people, relationships, and situations gradually morphing into alternatives and opposites and back again. Over time, happiness blends into sadness and then reverses. Anger gives way to laughter and back again. Those you live with, love, and work with do right, do wrong, and most often are somewhere in between. However, those with borderline personality disorder or BPD see the world through a much different lens. Often they cannot identify any in between, and they see only polar extremes in their world. This is known as splitting and is characteristic of BPD. It can be directed inward or outward towards others, including close family, friends, partners, spouses, and children. Splitting causes significant distress for the person with BPD and those around them. Someone that experiences splitting will demonstrate the following 3 characteristics. Number 1, idealization versus devaluation. Those with BPD will demonstrate idealization, for example, of their healthcare providers. They will expound to all that will listen on the virtues of their well-trained, knowledgeable, compassionate provider. However, this lasts only until that same provider doesn't answer the phone quickly enough, cancels an appointment, or worst case of all, confronts the BPD sufferer regarding a medical or mental health issue that they disagree about or don't want to address. Then immediately that same provider that has passionately cared for all these years becomes devalued. Their status will immediately change to the worst physician ever, poorly trained, careless, rude, and often the BPD patient will then fire the provider and go in search of a new one, even though they may have years of history with that person. This idealization and devaluation can be especially devastating with children. In the morning, a child is seen as an angel and a gift from above. Then, secondary to small events that are only too typical of children and their activities, by lunchtime, the BPD parent sees the child as evil, spoiled, vindictive, and often the BPD parent is unable to restrain themselves from expressing these feelings to their child. Number 2, good versus evil. For the BPD sufferer, their view of themselves, others, and relationships approach polar extremes. The object of their attention is never pretty good, or kind of good, or sort of bad, or less than ideal. It is instead like a light switch, both very rapid, instantaneous, and all the way on or off. Either the situation and people are over the top great and wonderful, or truly incalculably evil. Number 3, no boundaries. There are natural relational boundaries that exist in societies and families. Our immediate family, and especially children, are often protected emotionally at a higher level than the general community or outside acquaintances or even friends. As parents and family members, we often protect those closest to us the most. However, when BPD sufferers experience splitting, those that are closest can be judged the harshest and experience the consequences that are the most devastating. Spouses, children, and close family are hit the hardest and can be especially injured. Friends, with their limited ties, can easily walk away and oftentimes do, whereas immediate family is often trapped between family ties and the untenable emotional roller coaster of their loved ones. These are the 3 traits of splitting seen in borderline personality disorder. For more information on BPD, see these additional videos, or for more personality disorder information, click on these shorts. Thank you for watching, and please hit subscribe below.